Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Wednesday. Welcome to today's Monkey Mind Moving Meditation. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Angie, and I started these moving meditations as a way to help those of us who have really active nervous systems, or for people who are in a lot of stress and are having a hard time sitting in meditation. Sometimes if we add movement to it, particularly movement that goes right side and left side or includes both sides, activates more areas into the brain and can actually help to settle down our nervous systems, help to settle things down, especially when you're feeling really agitated and you need the benefits of meditation. And sitting in meditation is incredibly challenging, which it is for me. Sitting in meditation is very hard. So these moving meditations are a way for me to actually be able to quiet that part of my brain that is like a monkey, that is always screaming, yelling, chattering, throwing things, wants to be entertained. And so finding some sort of gentle movement, sometimes it's active movements, actually can really give my brain that ability to settle down, to help tap into the benefits of meditation. So that's what these Monkey Mind Moving Meditations are for. So welcome. Thank you for joining me today. Let's get started. So today's meditation can be done standing or seated, whatever is most comfortable for you. If you want to start seated or do this seated, bring your feet to maybe a comfortable hips width distance apart. Press your feet into the ground and then really find the press of your sitting bones. See if you can lengthen up through the core, the center body. And then maybe start bringing a gentle rock to your body, side to side, front to back. If you're standing, similarly, find a good press into your feet. So maybe shift the weight side to side. Just start to come into your body. Maybe try bending your knees a little bit. See if that helps you to press into the ground a little bit more. And then bringing some gentle movement. Once again, sway side to side. Maybe go front to back. Maybe try circles. Whether you're seated or standing, explore if any of these movements feel good to you. And then as you're doing that, maybe start looking around your space. Get curious about what's in the environment where you are. Even if it's a room that you're in on a daily basis, notice is there something that maybe catches your attention, catches your eye. Something that could help be an anchor to bring you back into the present moment when your monkey mind starts to wander, because for most of us, it's going to wander. The tripod on my, that's holding my camera up today has a red button on it, and I keep my visual gaze keeps coming to that red button. So see if you can find something that really can draw your attention in today to help you come back to the present moment. Beautiful. Hands can be by your side, maybe hands can be together. Maybe start rolling your shoulders out, starting to wake the shoulders up. We're going to do some work into the arms today. So before I go too much further, definitely if there's anything that is pain, uncomfortable, ease back on some of these movements. Do what feels best in your body. Anything I say today is really just a suggestion, so go with what feels good and maybe invite some curiosity for you. And then if you have any real pain, maybe stop, definitely ease back, and then follow up with a healthcare provider and or a movement instructor, a yoga instructor, to make sure that you're doing movement safe for your body. So with that, maybe get a bigger roll of the shoulders. Today's meditation is based on a quote that I read recently that I thought was super profound. The quote is, "Life is like a piano. What you get out of it depends on how you play it. Tim Lehrer. So I thought today for our Monkey Mind Moving meditation, we could practice playing the piano. Yoga and meditation, movement like that is a great way to practice how things show up in your body in an environment that's not the big real world. So starting to pretend like we're playing a piano. Whether you actually play the piano or don't play the piano doesn't matter. So maybe notice you want to get a little bigger sway in your body. My body started to get a bigger sway. And then bringing your hands so that the hands are parallel to the ground, forearms are parallel-ish to the ground. Start to move your fingers one at a time, like you're trying to press the keys of a piano. Maybe bring your fingers out. So pianos have generally long keyboards. They have the white and the black keys. So maybe try reaching your fingers and start with playing one key at a time. Notice, maybe do you want to smooth it out? Do you want to try and bring some smoothness to your piano playing? Arms can go as wide as you want. Your piano can be as big as you want it to be. So if you want your arms all the way out to the sides, bringing them in. Notice, what does it feel like to move every finger individually? Some of my fingers don't feel like they move as easily as others. And then maybe try bringing some coordination, like just a couple of fingers playing keys, like you're playing chords. And notice how that energy changes. Maybe make it a little more abrupt. Exploring what that movement does. Where do you feel it? I feel it a lot in my forearms. Seated, it's the same. Maybe if that doesn't feel good to you, go back to that kind of melodic, smooth piano playing. Maybe your fingers want to cross. Maybe you're feeling lots of energy, so you want to get some big sounding chords coming out. What type of music right now would settle your nervous system? Maybe you don't know, so explore. Keep the fingers moving. Maybe create your own tune if you want to get a little dance, a little movement going to it. And then explore, if that feels good, the difference between some of the bigger movements, some of the pounding. Maybe pound your fists. Imagine what noise would you get on a keyboard if you just pounded your fists. Not a super harmonious, melodic sound. So maybe then come back to pretending like you are, or imagining that you are playing something very soothing. Would it be one or two fingers? And then maybe try exploring some bigger movements, not necessarily pounding, but can you bring some more intensity? If that feels good, a bigger crescendo maybe. Keep the fingers wiggling. Notice, where does that come up for you? My thumbs definitely get tired. They're not used to having this much activation like this. Notice if a sway in your body feels good. My body clearly is liking to do the sway. Imagine, what do you want to get out of this piano right now? What would feel good to you? Are you in the type of mood where you do want some bigger music, maybe pounding into the imaginary keys? Keep the fingers wiggling if that feels good. And then maybe switch back to the melodic, harmonious. That's what I'm calling this movement. So see if that's what it feels like in your body. What kind of sound would you want to be able to create right now if you had a piano right in front of you and you could play it? Notice maybe bringing your fingers up to go to the shorter black keys. Notice how that changes versus bringing your hands back. So maybe try playing with movement forward and back as you play on your piano. Maybe bring both hands all the way up to one side. And then as you're moving them, maybe bring them up and back on the other side. Notice maybe you're getting tired. My hands are definitely feeling this. It takes a lot of energy. Maybe you want to get a bigger movement. Maybe you feel a little bit like your life is a little bit challenging. You need that suspenseful music coming in. So maybe find some suspenseful music. Or what your interpretation of suspenseful music would be. This is my interpretation of suspenseful music. And then maybe come back to what would music be like if you could play it, if it was something that brought you happiness or joy. So for me, my fingers feel like they want to dance a little bit more. Maybe happiness and joy doesn't feel good to you, so maybe pick whatever emotion is something you want to explore. Maybe you want the arms wide, bringing them in, playing our pianos. What type of music would you like to produce right in this moment? And maybe it's changing. My body's really liking this fluid motion, so the fluidity of music is what's appealing to me. So notice if that's what feels good to you. Maybe arms coming wide and then arms crossing. Playing, fingers active. And maybe just a few more cycles. So finding what feels best in your body right now. Noticing where you feel it. Maybe it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work in my forearms. I'm definitely feeling it in my forearms. So maybe you just want to plink 2 keys for a minute. 1 finger each hand. So explore playing. If you could have a piano, whatever you wanted to get out of it music-wise, what would you want to get right now? Maybe you want to run your fingers up and down and see what that sounds like. Maybe coming back to the melodic, wave-like music feels good to you. Maybe it doesn't feel good. And get some more bigger chords, bigger activation. And then if you're following your breathing, maybe start to link your movements with your breath. So inhale, maybe arms coming out, playing out to the side. And exhale, try coming back in. If working with the breath isn't comfortable for you, definitely keep with whatever movement is working for you. Start to bring a little more awareness maybe back inside. Maybe find your visual anchor. For me, it's the red button on my camera tripod. Come back to the present moment and check in. Okay, what does your body want? Mine wants to stand. So maybe try standing. Or sitting or changing. And then coming to the end of your meditation, the end of your practice, what music would you want to create? What do you want to leave your body with? For me, I want some hopeful joy, some activation, some happiness. But maybe that's not what you want. So find whatever music you want to leave your body with. For a count of 3, 2, 1. Exhale, bring your arms up and around. If that's comfortable, down to the sides. Shake it out. Shake out your arms. If you want, shake out your legs. Maybe roll your shoulders out. And now maybe check in. Notice, was that a lot more work than you thought it was? Or were you aware of how much work you were doing that entire time? Shaking the arms out, maybe shaking the legs. Checking in and noticing, how does your body feel now? And then coming to whatever is most comfortable, standing or seated, bringing your right hand, flexing at the wrist, coming in towards half prayer, towards the center of the chest, fingertips up to the sky, left hand, all 4 fingers and thumb together. And then as dramatically as you want, give yourself a high five, hands coming into prayer. Thank your amazing body for the wonderful work that it does for you. If it's comfortable, bring the base of your thumbs up to that point between your 2 eye to your 3rd eye. And thank your amazing mind for letting you explore playing the piano or whatever felt good to you today. And then once again, if it's comfortable, hands coming back to heart center, bowing down. I see, honor, and bow to all of you. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Beautiful job. Let me know what you thought. Let me know if you have any questions. Definitely tell me how you feel in the comments. And if you like these videos, please like and share. Follow me on social media. On Facebook, it is AB Yoga Info. And on Instagram, it's AB_yoga_info. The info separates me from abdominal yoga workout, and so AB Yoga Info. And then if you have any questions, please reach out. I love questions. Let me know how that felt, and then I hope you have a lovely day. Bye.